Hi. So today we are going to go and watch. This is what if China had an empire in 2025, and now they're going to go after some countries. I don't like war, but it's very boring with the war, so that's why we have to do the war. Does that make any sense? I doubt it, but I just don't know what the hell. Anyway, I hope you understand, because I would not like it if you don't. Let's do that. And China pushes in and takes Kyrgyzstan's one and only lake. And also, you see this mess? Well, China just doesn't like it and gets rid of it. Also, bye-bye Kyrgyzstan. Tajikistan decides to surrender, and then Uzbekistan is the only one left. And Uzbekistan is about to die. Very obvious, since, well, it's dying. And Uzbekistan surrenders. And Turkmenistan, and also, well, that wasn't really expected, but I guess we're dying. Or not, because guess what? We aren't collapsing, even though Afghanistan is literally the graveyard of empires. But China doesn't care. Okay, that's a bit too late. And China invades, aiming to take out Afghanistan first, because Afghanistan is the strongest of these. Pakistan joins in, and Pakistan doesn't want to, attack alone, because it doesn't want to, get absolutely destroyed. After all, Afghanistan is indeed known as the graveyard of empires. Could even be a scary myth for empires. Like, empires could hear, oh no, Afghanistan will kill us, so please be careful. It's like a scary myth for empires. Afghanistan is. Who will be the next to die? Turkmenistan. It's actually harder to kill than freaking Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan is huge. I think it's. Oh my god, that thing keeps. And Turkmenistan is targeted. Don't ask me why, Turkmenistan is not really there. You get it. I won't get it. Eventually, Turkmenistan collapses, and since Kazakhstan isn't that strong, it just straight up surrenders. Also, by collapse, I mean capitulate, because capitulate sounds awesome as compared to uncapitulate. Then it's becoming clear that this is the end. Okay. So Iran's pretty powerful, while Pakistan is mainly fighting Iran. China takes out Nepal and Pakistan slowly starts destroying Iran. Though it's very hard, but since they have Afghanistan, the graveyard of empires on their side, I'm sure it's known. I mean, we saw that Afghanistan is in the graveyard of empires after China didn't collapse, trying to invade, and instead we won. But who knows, maybe China will collapse in the future. That was just a trick set up by Afghanistan. So there's a lot of enlightenment. That's probably why it's called the graveyard. But I don't even actually know much about Afghanistan. Other people constantly say that you can never win over Afghanistan because all empires have failed when trying to invade. But the new Qing dynasty is succeeding. In fact, it actually succeeded. But anyway, enough of Afghanistan. We see Iran getting destroyed. The army from here flees. There's some skirmishes over here, kind of like no actual declaration of war, but they do go in there, but eventually leave up, not wanting to form a coalition, which they probably will form. So this won't be a good thing for China afterwards. And I wonder if the effects of trying to invade Afghanistan and actually somehow winning, but ignoring that part, are to take a toll on China. After all, Afghanistan is the graveyard of empires. Iran is collapsing, and so I almost missed those two parts. Slowly clear them up, starting with this one, then this one. Anyway, Iran's falling, and this isn't a good thing. Iran eventually decides to surrender because that just is a good decision, okay? Don't call Iran a coward. It's a good decision to surrender to someone who is clearly stronger than you, like a lot stronger. Anyway, the northern Iran goes over to China, while most of what's left of Iran actually goes over to Pakistan, who is now huge, and China also Iran still exists on the side. They'll probably not long. They'll probably be taken over by, like, UAE or Oman or something like that. So not too much to worry about. Anyway, so most of Iran is now Chinese and also Pakistani. China didn't get a lot, but that's only because China doesn't need a lot, okay? It's already pretty big, it doesn't want too much more land, otherwise it would maybe collapse. Just maybe. Just a hunch. Anyway, what happens to whatever is left of Iran? Will the rest of the world collapses. Just kidding, it gets puppeted, not collapsed. So now China has a puppet, which is this Iran, and some actual land from Iran, and the rest, which is probably like half or maybe most of Iran, goes over to Pakistan. Got to remember that's not Afghanistan because that's very confusing. Anyway, this isn't good because now there's a coalition which has UAE, Israel, Saudi Arabia, Morocco, which is a bit weird in my opinion, Egypt, Bangladesh, not India yet, Vietnam obviously, Russia too, and Russia, Egypt, Morocco, and all these pretty powerful countries. We also got Poland because Poland's always targeted. Finland will never join. Who else? Probably not a lot of strong countries because that would be too unfair. So maybe like Iceland and Greenland. But since Greenland is a part of Denmark, this happens. Who else decides to join in? Also, I just realized well, this is awkward. I'll have to redraw all of it. I'm not even gonna change it because if they get completely different one to that one. Armenia obviously joins in, being never. And finally Greece, which leads to something horrifying, especially after Cyprus joins in, which is the Axis. Basically, that's what we can say. Axis, but if Axis has China, so it has Turkey, Serbia is in Iraq. You know who. Anyway, Italy, Spain, and obviously Germany and Austria. Speaking of Germany and Austria, they unite. And it's clear that the world isn't safe from the Axis after all, because the Axis just came back to life, which isn't a good thing. Luckily, not many more people join in. Ukraine joins in. That's a little odd. And so does Romania. I get why Ukraine and Romania joined. First off, Ukraine got Crimea back. This was a part of the deal because it was a little reluctant. But Russia and Crimea are two very good things to get. Well, Russia is good to get rid of, and Crimea is good to get back. So, yeah. And Moldova and part of Ukraine was given over to Romania, which did make Ukraine a little mad and a little reluctant. This was the reason why it was reluctant, but after getting back Crimea, decided to join in. Also, Finland joins in, which leads to Estonia joining in. And since Estonia joined in, all of the Baltics join in. And finally, Belarus joins in. Now, should I add anyone else? Yes, I should. For, guess what? Armenia and Azerbaijan joining. I mean Georgia. So this isn't a good thing, especially after, well, this happens. All of the, you know what? Baltics join, Hungary joins in, Russia joins in, and the final one, Slovakia joins in. It's a little mixed. Also, Ireland joins in. And France too, which is a little interesting, but whatever, I guess. France doesn't care. Now almost all of Europe is in both alliances. However, just something bad happens, which is Sweden joining on the blue team. But Norway actually joins on the red team. Now who else wants to join in? You know what? I'm going to stop adding. So I don't know why I'm trying to make it so complex. You know, I don't even think I should finish this. I should probably make one more invasion of that being of India, and then later I'll make a part 2 which includes all of this, because I am not doing all this. So India and Sri Lanka get invaded. Okay, maybe not Sri Lanka. Let's save this real quick. This war will be for next. Maybe I'll add in some more countries. Also, I forgot about this. Embarrassing, but whatever. 1 second. I can't believe I spent so much time. It's time for the second biggest war between India and China. Forgot about Bangladesh being a very similar color to India. So because of that, Bangladesh will leave. Just kidding. Bangladesh will join India's side. But anyway, the invasion continues, with now Bangladesh joining it, but not the rest of the alliance because it's not prepared for a war yet. Which makes Bangladesh angry, though nobody cares. Maybe a few people will join in on the alliance. But first, let's get rid of India. In fact, we'll just hurry things along. Because I don't know how long this recording... Bruh. This keeps happening. You know what? Think about this. Bye Bangladesh. Bye India. So yep. India collapses. Next thing that happens is alliance. Who should join in? Well, Sri Lanka, of course. So now China's team is probably a little more popular now. Now who else gets land? Obviously Pakistan. Because Pakistan, okay, that looks way too boring. Yeah, that looks much better. Yeah. Bruh. Bruh. Kidding me? Bruh, that looks way too plain. Hate this. This keeps trying to clean the borders. I hate clean borders. This looks so boring and unreal. China gets the rest. You get out in this and you two random thingy. There. All of this goes over to China, and so does Bangladesh. And also people are starting to get real close to declaring war on China. Really close. But first, let's deal with India and end the recording. And also, why am I doing that for? Let's hurry up. Because I don't want to make the recording too long and have to spend as much time editing as last time. So then, done. Pakistan also done. Sri Lanka also done. Well, maybe not Pakistan, but Sri Lanka definitely done. Well, now Pakistan also done. Also, Pakistan is now huge. And now the alliance is huge and powerful. As you can see here, lots of powerful nations on the red team, but also some powerful nations on the blue team. But guess what happened? USA just joined on the wrong team, blue team. However, Canada and Mexico, Brazil and Argentina and also the BRICS, which also minus Russia and Belarus, there was Brazil, there was I don't even remember. Finally, Algeria and that, and also Mozambique and Australia, because Australia hates Britain. The final thing to happen is, well, Philippines joining in, and also the America. Chile, and also Ecuador. So that's it. So I feel like it's a little unfair. The Penguins see that clearly the red team is better, so they go to the red team. But guess who doesn't? Well, South Sudan does, and so does Car, but not Chad or even Sudan. And now I think this is enough, and let's end the recording before it gets too long.